Idi Amin, the brutal dictator who plunged Uganda into darkness. Idi Amin was born in 1925 in Koboko, a small village in northwestern Uganda. He joined the British colonial army, the King's African Rifles, in the late 1940s, where he quickly rose through the ranks due to his physical strength and loyalty to his superiors. Amin was known for his violent tendencies and willingness to use force to achieve his goals. In 1971, while President Milton Obote was out of the country, Amin staged a military coup, taking advantage of the power vacuum. He seized control of Uganda and declared himself the country's new president, ushering in a dark era of brutality and oppression. Amin's rule was marked by widespread human rights abuses, including political repression, extrajudicial killings, and torture. He instigated a campaign of violence against perceived political enemies, resulting in the deaths of tens of thousands of Ugandans, including intellectuals, journalists, and opposition leaders. One of the most infamous actions of Amin's regime was the expulsion of Uganda's Asian population in 1972. Amin ordered the forced removal of approximately 80,000 individuals of South Asian descent, giving them only 90 days to leave the country. This racist policy devastated the country's economy and resulted in the loss of valuable skills and expertise. In 1976, Amin's regime supported the hijacking of an Air France plane by Palestinian and German terrorists. The plane was diverted to Entebbe Airport in Uganda, where Amin provided sanctuary to the hijackers. Israeli forces launched a daring rescue operation, successfully rescuing most of the hostages and dealing a blow to Amin's international reputation. Amin was known for his eccentric behavior and extravagant self-image. He bestowed himself with titles like His Excellency, President for Life, Field Marshal Al-Haji Doctor, Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the sea, and conqueror of the British Empire in Africa in general and Uganda in particular. Such grandiose titles only emphasized his megalomania and delusional sense of grandeur. In 1978, Amin made a grave miscalculation by invading neighboring Tanzania. His forces quickly suffered defeat, and Tanzania, with the help of Ugandan exiles, launched a counteroffensive that culminated in the fall of Amin's regime. After his ousting, Amin fled to Libya and later to Saudi Arabia, where he lived in exile until his death in 2003. He avoided prosecution for his crimes, leaving many of his victims without justice. Amin's reign of terror left an indelible mark on Uganda's history. His brutal regime and the countless atrocities committed during his rule continue to haunt the nation's collective memory. Decades later, Uganda is still recovering from the scars left by Amin's brutal dictatorship. Idi Amin's regime in Uganda was characterized by tyranny, violence, and human rights abuses. His reign plunged the country into darkness, leaving a legacy of fear and suffering. The memory of his brutal rule serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of defending human rights and democracy.